What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another commentary. Today we are playing in the item payout portal. Very, very common one. See this one a lot in high elo, actually. Just very easy to make 10 with it in the early game. Very good to get. I think everybody likes portals that give you early gold. You know, anything that lets you get to 10 fast. People are down for that. Gonna get dropped a set here. That's pretty good. You like to see that in the opener. Set's definitely one of the units that I'll end up keeping all the time. Even like a 3 champion or a 3 cost starting portal, where you obviously normally want to make 10 on 1-3 if you can, with the Olaf or the Tom Kench, or anything with a belt. I'll often end up keeping Set. Because I think, you know, obviously Set, part of that Heartsteel, early Heartsteel setup, very, very effective at getting you early economy. Even if Heartsteel is not super effective at stage 2, you can still get a lot of value out of it. Make it 4 goals, 4 gold. We're actually getting 4 components here, so this is a pretty uncommon start. Very rare that you'll see 4 components, so it signifies either it's an item start or a 4 component gold opener. So kind of a more high roll lobby than normal. And yeah, it's also kind of the RE starter kit. You know, we got the tier, we got the belt, we got the rod. That's half of every RE item. So I'm gonna pick up the emo Annie here. Of course, it could also be an Annie reroll angle. We do end up getting dropped a lot of Annies. Well, the line seems to present itself. These items are also great for Annie. Gonna get dropped 2 easy. It is 5 items. 5 item opener, it's okay. I mean, I feel like I'd rather be the guy that gets gold or 4 items and gold. But, you know, 5 components, it's okay. I think, honestly, with the nature of the set, it's kind of hard to get a lot of value out of 5 components. Like, normally you'll end up feeling like you don't really have anything to slam, because you want to make blue buff, it's 2 tiers, you want to make red buffs, 2 bows. It's hard to get duplicates, you know, so even if you have 5 individual components, they don't really make a lot. So looking at Augments here, we got Harm Assist 1, cutting corners, uplink. These are all pretty mid, honestly. Cutting corners used to be very good, but they nerfed it, so now it's very, very poor. I'll get rid of the stats. I think I'm thinking here, uplink 1 is like okay. It's definitely not the one you want on 2-1, but it's definitely serviceable. I think I just felt like I was going to reroll everything here. I don't think I was saving cutting corners to pick it. I think I just internally decided that everything here was bad. I definitely did something else. And got off the risky moves. Risky moves are a little bit less dangerous, perhaps, in the current meta, where everybody's playing a lot more open in the early game. A lot of open forting. Very easy to squeeze some wins in. And I'm actually going to opt to play a board here. A lot of games, you'll see people, yeah, there's an example just there. Someone just open forting. It's very common that people are just not playing stage 2 right now, but I'm going to play a board because I kind of want to keep this Annie line open. Maybe a chance to play for Annie reroll, so don't want to like sell the whole ball basically. I don't think my board is that bad. Obviously, item payout. Want to try and slam some items if you can. I'm just going to make the Gunblade. With these starting items, I'm pretty mentally committed to the NAP line. Most likely going for RE, but yeah, you never know. Commiserating with Sven here in the chat. It was actually the day of the GSC LP lockouts here. I actually bombed quite a lot. Went really far down. Getting a lot of the Annie setup here. Obviously, you want the super fans for the early game if you can. Very easy to play with Annie. Got a Seraphine. So I definitely think about that Annie line. Could sell off my bruises here to, you know, make 10 maybe, but I think I'm really trying to preserve HP because I do have that risky. He was obviously already down 20. We took a big loss there, actually. Didn't even mention it. Lost 7 more HP, so sitting at 73 on 2-2. It's a little dangerous. Yeah, I don't want to slam this Even Shroud because obviously I'm probably playing an AP line with this Gunblade. Could slam it. I could have slammed Adaptive in hindsight, I suppose, just for item payout. But I don't really think there's a good way to make 10 here anyway. I kind of want to hold all of these pieces. And we actually roll into a Nico as well. So I think at this point I'm like, well, you know, superfan equals superfan. It's hard to justify not playing it at this point. Before it was like I was playing a Kenna 1, you know, Lilia 1 over Olaf and Set Olaf 2, but this is just probably just a stronger board overall. Gives my JG to that Annie. Probably help me kill an extra unit. And now I play with 2.5 items instead of 1.5. So, probably a little bit overall. Coming up against Country Tom. Country Tom plus cat opening. Classic. Dante 2. A lot of strong boards here, actually. We did manage to win that last one. But, yeah. It's obviously a little bit dangerous to take these, take any big losses. I think risky moves is a bit safer in this current meta, like I said, with people overperforming a lot. But, you know, obviously it's still, you know, risky for a reason. And he does end up setting there, but we can't quite get enough damage to sustain through. So I'm going to take another loss, puts us down to 69. Nice. Not quite the elegant I was looking for. I think I actually do kind of like the idea of the anti-reroll with risky moves, actually, because you obviously want to roll a lot on 3-1 if you're going for that anti-3. And then that might, you know, kind of kill your economy, where risky moves can, like, fix it. Obviously, risky moves, you want to normally play a strong stage 2, but I think if you play a strong stage 3 as well, it's kind of, you know, it's doing the same thing, because if you think about it, I'm kind of like playing like an open board style, technically, where my HP is a lot lower from stage 2, but as long as I can stabilize to stage 3 and then rebuild my economy with risky moves, it also kind of work out that way. So we're going to get the 3-cost tier here. That's pretty good. Definitely not upset about that. Gonna get that blue buff, and then we've got 3 out of Annie. So this should help, you know, preserve HP a lot. And I'm holding on to these pieces. I've only got 4 Annies right now. You normally want to have about 6 if you want to commit to reroll, unless you really have a lot of gold. And you're just feeling really confident. So, probably thinking more about, you know, looking for the Aria line right now. Let's see here. Helios 2. Tom 2. Hard Steel. Kind of a strong board. Obviously, I don't want to push levels because I want to leave this Annie idea open. Well, we'll see how this fight goes. Looks like not great. Yeah. She's going to ascend and take another 4 loss. So that's pretty rough. 62 already. That's pretty painful. Finding the cannon pet here. Are we actually getting the Moo? So you might be interested in blue buff on Annie. This is actually a lot more standard right now. Obviously before, the Annie build was double Shojin Nashes. You had the Shojin Superfan, really easy to get. But this is the buffs to blue buff, the nerfs to Shojin. You actually want to try and play Annie 4 emo with blue buff. It's actually a lot more effective. Brings it up to 30 mana with the 4 emo. So it's basically the same as playing that double Shojin of the past. And you have a lot more starting mana, and you get the blue buff on kill damage multiplier. So that's actually really effective. So if you are looking to play the Annie reroll, you actually do want to look for that blue buff anyway. Provided you can get 4 emo in. Although, to be honest, even if you have a Spellweaver Annie, you can still play 4 emo. I'm taking another loss, 56 HP. So maybe a little worse than open fording. But yeah, so kind of a rough stage. Took 4 losses with risky moves. Definitely not the position you want to be in. Gonna get another Seraphine here. So I'm actually feeling fairly confident about the Annie line, I think. Just because I have a lot of the pieces anyway. Even though I only have 4 Annies, I do have risky moves to like rebuild my economy for the reasons I said. So I think at this point I was kind of mentally, especially being at 56 HP as well, I basically have to do something now. I have to fix my game somehow. I'm gonna have to roll anyway. So I think I just thought, you know, hey, let's just roll on, let's roll on 3-1, level 4. Maybe we get the Annie. Got a Vex here from the drop as well. That's another great unit to have. Yeah, maybe we get the Annie. Oh, I got Seraphine too. Like, the fun never ends. Oh, man, what did I do? I fixed it, don't worry. So yeah, I got a free Seraphine too as well. You know, it was implying to me it was an Annie game, you know? So we're gonna be rolling here. You get Annie, and then bam! The 3 Annie shop. Beautiful. That's exactly what you like to see. So that's great. Get a level for that 4 emo. Could put the super fan back in. Actually gonna level for the KDA with a Seraphine too. Probably a little better. I think Superfan is definitely arguable though. But I do already have 2 Guardian in, so it'd be kind of like overlapping Guardian. This isn't gonna be Spellweaver, unfortunately. Spellweaver is really strong for Annie. And then components wise, I think we got a chain drop. Right, just 1 chain. So nothing I can really afford to make here. Could make a stone plate maybe for a Moo. I think I was thinking about it. It's reasonable. I do want to hold on to this belt. Nash is the best 3rd item for Annie. But yeah, level straight to 6 like I said, 56 HP. Can't really afford to mess around anymore. Had to try and spike here. And obviously we're also going to get that gold injection from risky moves. So we are going to beat the streaking player here. That's pretty good. I'll be upset about that. and it's going to help us restabilize a little bit. Going to be trying to win out in this stage. Look at augments again. We had frequent flyer there. Obviously don't need that anymore. Harmless stage of what 2 crash test. Crash test is a great augment pretty much all the time. Ascension here as well, but I'm just going to lock in the crash test. Gives me more frontline, which is pretty much all I need for Annie. I'm actually going to lock into getting an Ari here. That's a level to 6 diff. So going to play the Ari over the Lilia to get that Spellweaver in. I wasn't playing Sentinel anyway, it's not a huge deal. Keeps the KDA. Just going to frontline these totems. Obviously they're going to jump, but it gives them a little more bulk. And we're going to sell off these units, make 30. So now we're in a pretty good spot. Obviously we're going to go gold injection next turn. Board's looking pretty stable. Just need to get that third Annie item basically. Oh yeah, putting the Echo here, dude. Man, I feel like I've had so many games recently where you just never find Echo. This unit's like so contested. It's crazy. Everyone wants a piece of the Echo. So coming up against Riven kind of layout here. Does have the Riven. Doesn't have it. The items on Riven yet though. Still playing that Corki. Actually got a gem from Helpers on the way. I think 3-1, 3-2 is a little bit late for gem, to be honest. It's not terrible. If you get out stationary, it's still okay. Oh, oops. Sorry. Hold. There we go. And we're gonna finish off that fight. 2 streak now. Just move plannering. Is it called move planner? Team planner? Team plannering. Some additional units there that I'm looking at. Gotta make sure I have everything on lock. And yeah, there it is. That juicy gold injection. Actually gonna up to level here. And I think I'm gonna roll a little bit. Because like I said, I'm really, really nervous about this HP. Kind of close to a lot of spikes. Well, not so much. Gotta find a Poppy. All the way down to 10 there, actually. I just really feel like I had to keep my streak going. And none of that 3-item Annie. Honestly, yeah, I already dropped the Lilia. I tried to play 4 Guardian, maybe. But the Poppy should help provide some solid frontline. I'm trying to just, yeah, build a big wing streak here to rebuild my economy. But I think you could definitely argue overruled here a little bit. I didn't really have too much to hit. If I'd already had Vex pair or Mumu pair, maybe, I think it was more reasonable to roll. Oh, I'm pretty sure I picked both of them up on the roll down. Or even Nico pair. I think I was just trying to get one of these frontliners upgraded, to be honest. Gonna make 20. Gonna end up selling the... I sell the Vex pair here because I was thinking, you know, obviously I'm 5 Emo right now. Probably gonna end up playing the Poppy long term. So I'll sell the Vex pair. Just to make 20 again. But I think I have to do that just because I overrolled a bit. So probably should have like either not rolled as much or not rolled at all. So I think my board is still relatively strong. I'm gonna get our bow here. That's pretty good. Get our Nashes secured. That's pretty much the BIS Annie. And yeah, it's the same as Ari, but you know, they're very similar units to be honest, so it's not that surprising. And yeah, like I said, you do want that 4 Emo in. So now I've got that 4 Emo in, got the blue buff. You get that down, getting 30 with the item payout. Actually, found another Thresh here. I sold the other one I had because I found the Poppy. So could have had Thresh pair. Miss legendary Thresh pair, classic. Taking some more Spellweavers. Obviously, you want to try and get 5 Spellweaver. Basically, 5 with Spellweaver, 4 Emo. That's the board you're generally looking for. Basically, level 7 here. It's going to be... It's got a Rabadons on his Tom. It's kind of crazy. I guess sometimes you just get dropped Rabadons. I can't blame him. He's streaky, right? You just slam everything. Whatever. Is Rabadon's Tom any good? I guess it's probably like... He has a pretty good ratio, right? It's not bad for his flat damage reduction. But we're going to take this fight as well. And yeah, you see, really stabilized at this stage. Really hoping to get that 5 streak here. I suppose I felt more comfortable to roll because I had that risky moves injection. But I think I could have definitely held like an extra 10 gold here. Could have been 50 here, probably. 2 TD spets. Classic high roller, dude. Everybody shake your heads collectively. You know how it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see if we can outcap 2 TD spets going forwards. Definitely gonna be hard without pushing a lot of levels. Facing a crowd diver board here. But actually has no chosen, so it should be another pretty easy win. Looks like he was rolling for the Yone chosen, he just never found it. This is kind of really the issue with reroll, right? Like, I feel like I've had so many bot 2s lately. Like trying to play a reroll, and you just don't find it. You know, you're uncontested, no one's got it. But it turns out some guy was just chilling level 7. He had a chosen in his shop you couldn't see. Pain. Yeah, reroll's feeling pretty dangerous. Finally find an Echo. Whew. Can't really afford to get it on the board yet, though. Probably looking to level here to play 5 Spellweaver and drop one of my 2 emos. I mean, obviously playing both of them is fine. They're both benefiting a lot from the emo. I think Poppy's not as good a unit, to be honest, with that Marsha anyway. She's not really getting a lot of value, but I think Vex is actually doing... I think I kept checking damage, and I was like, wow, Vex is actually doing a lot of damage, man. Who knew? Getting a sword here. Another cloak. That's pretty ugly. Declaw is not great. Natural and Ari Vex here, so that's pretty good. Declaw is definitely pretty mid. Even in this meta, where it feels like, you know, AP is not that bad. You see a lot of Ari. Ari is just murdering through Declaw. But obviously, you gotta make something. I gotta slam something. So, gonna make a Declaw here. Still could have gone for the stone plate, I suppose. But, I think open chain is a little bit easier to deal with than open rod. Or open cloak. Sorry. And also with these totems. These dummies. It's kind of hard to, get as much value out of stone plate. My whole front line's gonna walk up by the time that the fight kind of starts. Finding 2D spats, but fortunately, he rolled an 8 and didn't hit. So we're chilling. Woo! He could have hit. It would have been dangerous. You gotta hate the 4-1-8, man. It's just everyone gets so strong all of a sudden. So yeah, definitely a bit dangerous. This guy with the 2 TD spats. And so yeah, Augment's here. 3's a crowd return on investment. You have my bow. Now actually, this is really what I wanted to show this game, because I'm actually going to go for 3's a crowd here. And actually, this is some tech I saw. I think maybe I saw Garchomp Pro doing it today. I don't know how explored it was before then, but I think 3's a crowd is actually insanely good on this Annie board. You see here, I've already got 5 3 costs. Yeah, I had the Lulu, I had the Echo hit for 5 Spellweaver, and bam, I got 5 3 costs. My entire team's getting 400 HP, which is really substantial. It's actually the same amount of value as you would get in the Samira board. You know, Samira also plays 5 3 costs. Obviously, it's insanely strong in Samira, but it's actually the same amount of value. So actually, my units are all 400 HP tank here. I was rolling here trying to get an upgraded frontliner. Really wanted to get that Amumu too. Because I think then I'm very confident just going up to 9. Obviously, I do have my full backline upgraded. Literally all of my units except Lulu in the back are all upgraded. Yeah, haven't been able to hit a frontline upgrade. Although, you know, I am giving them all 400 HP. Maybe I could have been more confident in hindsight. And yeah, we're actually fighting. I think this is a separate Yone player. This is another Yone player. So now we can see why that one guy was struggling so much. Because it turns out he's actually contested. So this is the even worst part of reroll, is you just get someone who just hits your chosen. And so yeah, we actually wiped this fight really hard. I think maybe here I was like, okay, maybe I don't need to get a frontline upgrade. But I really think if as long as I have one of these frontlines 2-starred, I feel a lot more confident pushing forwards. I think I'll probably opt to start rolling here. No real need to roll any further, most likely. I mean, obviously, you know, I was rolling on the turn everyone was rolling as well. But now, you know, checking my KDA here. I'm still never sure if this KDA is bugged or not. It feels like even sometimes when it is bugged, it does load into the fight properly. And then we're fighting another edgelord player here. Man, what was going on in this lobby, dude? Edgelords everywhere, as far as the eye can see. Well, we burst down the ribbon. No problem. I think this guy also doesn't have a chosen, no? Well, he's dead. So you won't have to worry about it anymore. But yeah, I think this getting this Annie board and getting the 3's a crowd is actually this really... I was really hoping to try it this game, actually. Once I started going for the Annie, I was really hoping it showed up. I was kind of sad it didn't show up on 3-2. But obviously we got crash test, can't complain about that. And we do get it on 4-2. So yeah, I was really, really hoping to test this out myself. Because I think it's a really interesting, like, twist on this... this Annie comp that I hadn't really seen until recently when I saw someone playing it. Like I said, gonna grab a chain here. No other really great items. And it's 5 cost, right? 5 cost chain. And yeah, actually, I find the Nico here, so I get Nico pair as well. So I opt to roll. I'm like, please, I have all 3 of my frontliners paired, and Lulu actually. So I had like 4 pairs here. Still have 3 pairs. I was trying to hit something. I felt it. I felt if I rolled once more, he was probably out there. So we're going to get Echo too. Now I'm feeling super fine to just push levels. Like I said, maybe a little bit too cautious, but realistically, I don't know. I think when you have 4 pairs that are all 3 costs on level 8, I feel like you have to roll, right? You got to roll. I could have maybe not rolled the last time and stayed at 10, but yeah. I feel like... you know, you gotta upgrade units, man. Like, I've got too many. But look how tanky my board is. Like it's kind of crazy. It's plus 400 health on everyone, like I said. And yeah, I think the unit I'm actually looking to add here is Maud at level 9, honestly, because it just gives me Sentinel and then another 80 HP. Obviously, you know, you can play anything. It doesn't have to be Maud, but I was thinking maybe I add Maud as well, and I'm getting 480 HP, which is actually more units than Samira plays. So that's kind of crazy to think about. So actually, you're getting more 3s of crowd value from this comp than you would from Samira, a comp that basically only plays 3 costs. Coming up against double TD spat again. Ooh. He's got another spat. Man, this guy's insane. Is he the GOAT of high roll? Was there a spat on the carousel? I didn't pay attention. It definitely could have been. It's gonna be close. Can Annie clutch it? Yeah, she can. TD? Never heard of it. Useless. It's all about Annie. 3's a crowd, Annie. Gotta finally get that Lulu too. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was justified. Like, I'm trying to think, like, was I rolling too much? Was it too much, you know, to go for it? But, like, I had Echo Pair, Nico Pair, Lulu Pair, Amumu Pair. Like, come on, man. I gotta hit something. It took me, like, 10 or 5 rolls. 10 golden rolls to, like, even see one of the pairs. One of the upgrades. It's crazy. So, we got sword bow here. I think at this point, actually, I was thinking I could play around sword for Shojin. And maybe play for a Sona. Obviously, Sona's really great on this board. Probably replacing the Lulu. Goodbye 80 HP globally, but, you know, it's fine. You see, I've actually got the board here in the planner. Yeah, just gonna make a Nashtra on the Ari. Just give her a bit more DPS. Secondary carry. Got double Lulu in the shop. I was thinking, you know, I think I end up holding it. But I'm like, am I really going for Lulu 3? I don't know. I think maybe I do end up holding it, but I think I probably should have just held on to the Amumu. But there might be a country player in the lobby. Which is why I was thinking, you know, maybe it's a bit unreasonable to go for Amumu 3. Yeah, I do end up buying the pair. And actually, I even find like another Lulu here, but I was like, nah, this is crazy, no? Yeah, I end up skipping it. Definitely think it was not insane. Especially since I probably, you know, I don't think I necessarily, you know, want to play Lulu, but it's fine to play it, right? Like if I get Lulu 3 and I keep it on my board, I'm still getting that 3's of crowd value. Scouting around here. Fighting AD Flex. Caitlyn and Israel too. Level 9. Blitzcrank with the Rabadons. Virtue of the Martyr. What's going on here? Oh, well, light work, right? Right. See, Lulu's not bad. I actually don't think Lulu is like bad at all as like a utility unit even. I think maybe the Lulu 3 line was definitely something to think about. But I think mentally I was thinking probably gonna replace Lulu with Sona. But maybe Sona 3 or Lulu 3 is greater than, I mean, it's probably almost certainly better than Sona 1. Maybe it's better than Sona 2. And I have 3's a crowd. I think it was reasonable. I wasn't really sure. I'm sort of really sure now if I like it or not. I do think Lulu's really solid as a unit. It's kind of like Vex. I really like having the Vex on this board as well. I feel like Vex has given me so much invisible, like, you know, low-key value. I think as soon as you have Vex and she's not like the core of your comp, like she's in Twin Terror, although I think she's still really good in Twin Terror Vex, for example, but as soon as you have like Vex in country or Vex on this board, I feel like she gets so much value off like being just there to throw stuns. Like it's just doing so much work. Also, is Poppy broken? It's kind of looking like Poppy's broken. Wow, close fight. We are going to take a loss here. Finally, the streak has ended. It's a shame. Carousel coming up. I think I was kind of looking for more Ari items here. Is it KDA spat? I don't really think I want to go to 5 KDA. I was trying to think like, is it really worth it? I don't think there's any like actual KDA unit I'd want to play. I guess I could play like a Lilia to get 5 KDA. So I'm just going to grab the Warmogs here. Oh yeah, also have it open. I was slotting on Amumu. I'm just playing 2 on Amumu here. So I'm just going to get the Warmogs. Giga Tank Amumu. This is Impenetrable Bulwark build. Right? You get the Declaw and the Bramble. And now I have the Warmogs because it gives you the giant spell. It's the natural trio. Very cool. So yeah, just looking to push 9 here. Finally. Yeah, there is this triple TD spat in the lobby. So obviously it might be hard to outcap. And yeah, there was a country player. I think that's why I ended up giving out the Amumu and holding the Lulu. And also I couldn't go for Vex 3 for the same reason. I think normally I probably would have just stayed at this level and just rolled for 3 stars and everything. But because this country player existed and I wasn't really getting many natural drops, it just seemed a bit unreasonable to hold them. Close fight here, and he gets the final cast off. We do take him down. Is that a 3's a crowd diff? Hell yeah, it is. My team was just too tanky. Yeah, just looking for a 6-1 level here, I think. 43 HP. No reason to push too fast. We can just sack. I think that guy, yeah, that guy still didn't have... He ends up FFing. I think he still didn't have Samira 3. That was a pretty sad game. There's one Sonog on there. That's pretty sad. Haven't seen a Maud yet either. Where's my Maud for Sentinel and 80 HP? Putting Alawi, Poppy. Poppy's a demon. Yeah, this is a big Heartsteel cash out. This guy's playing Heartthrobs. It's got Radiant, Deathblade, Ezreal, 3-item Poppy, TG, Sona. Yeah. Virtue on Totem. That's pretty rough. Yeah, I'm thinking as well, is it worth going for Echo 3? This guy's already got an Echo 2. Probably not worth playing for. I think it's just a push level angle. Try and get a Maud in. Try and find Sona. Something like that. Funny Dragon. Get a remover, actually. I was trying to think, you know, is the remove for, but I got a level here. Finding a Sona. Find that Maud. Yeah! 3's a crowd. I can see Zig Blitz pair here, and I was like, should I just play Blitz? Nah. We'll get max 3's a crowd value. I'm going to see if there's a good Sona item here, but going to settle for the Ahri item. Get the blue buff. So now we got 2 carries. Obviously, it's not a full Ahri, but honestly, it's pretty much as an Ahri as you'd see normally. Like, most Ahris are running this and Gunblade, right? So it's not like they have any more damage. Fighting 3 TD spats. I don't think he's TD9. He might be. Yeah, I think he is TD9, actually. I think I checked, and I was like, that's pretty scary. But actually, his board's not that upgraded, so even though he's TD9, he's very glass cannon. And yeah, you see it here. That I basically just managed to crush him before he crushes me because his board was a bit too weak. Look at that Sona too. There's an Alawi as well. Maybe Alawi over Maud. Look, I'm just... 3's a crowd pilled, alright? Hey, looking for that Mumu 2 or Mumu 3 now that the other guy's dead, but it could be hard. I was trying to work out where I wanted to place Sona here because obviously I want Sona to hit Annie first, so I guess I'm just putting her in front, but it feels really awkward. Yeah, this guy's Alawi chosen now. Pretty much a handicap board. This is like, you know, the Heartthrob's dream, I guess. Not a very common Augment to see. I honestly don't even know how much of a difference it likely made. I think, you know, if you just get good Heartsteel cash outs in stage 4, stage 5, it doesn't really matter if you have Heartthrobs or not. Actually, kind of a close fight here. Ooh. Nope. Not meant to be. Got the final round here. Just rolling. Trying to see if I can find Sona 2. There's another Maud. Maud 2, maybe. Obviously, this is the last fight if I end up losing, so... Just trying to roll, get maximum value. I'll play against Zac 2. Trying to see if there's a way I can position, but looking a little doomed. Maybe play for Lulu 3 was my out, and then trying to go for 3 costs on 8. You never know. But yeah, potentially final fight here. Kiana gets a big knockback on the Echo. This Alawi is just a demon. Do get the Sona cast off this time. I think I didn't get it last time, so that's pretty nice. Annie's doing her best, but there's just too much damage, too much frontline. Unfortunately, we are gonna fall. But either way, I think it's a pretty fun game to kind of watch. And I think it showed, yeah, a really interesting Augment synergy with Annie that you might not have thought about, which was 3's a crowd. I think it's really cool. So if you guys enjoyed the commentary, if you did, make sure to leave a like. You can subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Peace!